What's up, fight fans? This is Counterpunch with Counterpunch Boxing News. Night Talks. Just checking to see where's everybody at, if everybody's up, if anybody's up. We had a short live today. I wanted to, reach out for you guys for a minute, Had a long day, trying to check in. I'll wait for the chat to load. Let YouTube do their job if they're doing the job by sending notifications to the ones that want notifications for this particular channel. Abiola, hello to you. Counterpunch to you. Glad to see you up in this thing. Hope all is well. Abiola is in the building, people. Who else? We got 6 people on the chat. Man, I'm tired. But I'm tired, but I'm ready. I feel good. I'm ready because I'm headed out soon. This week is travel week for me, so I feel real good. Chris Lynch, did Wilder get that 30 mil? I don't think Wilder got that 30 mil. If he would have got that 30 mil, he would have said he got that 30 mil. I'm assuming. I'm not sure. I don't know, but but my guess, no, because we would have heard something. We would have heard something about Deontay Wilder's lawsuit. So how's everybody doing tonight? I didn't get a chance to talk about like Devin Haney and Bill Haney. I wanted to talk about them for a second. Alexander Musk Mudalev, what do you think about him? I have no idea. I have to look him up. In fact, let me screenshot it there so I can look him up later. Do my homework on him because I don't know much about him at all. Wasn't he on the undercard of a fight that he beat the piss out of somebody? He looks scary. Canelo versus Hagler at 160. That's a good fight because Hagler's the kind of guy that will put in work and give you work. And see, Canelo's not running from you like Leonard. You know what I mean? Running from you, he's not going to elude you. Okay. Canelo versus Hagler. We got 10 on the chat, and we have 3 likes. So I appreciate the people that liked the live stream. Brandon, what's up, brother? Kurt, you think AJ would KO Usyk if they fought? He could KO Usyk. He has the power to KO Usyk, but does Usyk have the skill and the patience and the poise to beat Joshua? So it's one of those things, man, where you know what a guy can do because you've seen it do it to other guys, but when he's in front of this particular guy, can he do those same things? Can he duplicate that? Kurt, you think AJ fucks them all up? Is Plant good enough to survive at 168, or is he just a title holder for the moment? Fione Boxing. Well, he's only had one test in the division, so we don't really know. What I can tell you about Caleb Plant is he did rise to the occasion with Uzcategui. He did that. Uzcategui is a hard punching. Uzcategui reminds me of a bigger version of Marcos Maidana. Well, he's Venezuelan. He's Argentinian. Okay. Well, he reminds me of him. He has this attacking style. I think Maidana was a little bit more relentless, but they remind me of each other. J Day, love your live streams, Kurt. Keep up the counterpunching coming. J Day, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I will keep them coming. Peaceful place. Kurt, you big G, gotta show you some love. The only consistent one, respect to you. Appreciate you. Peaceful place. You know, I'm trying to get in a peaceful place, and I will be in a very peaceful place very soon. Ramirez versus Taylor, who wins? I don't know, because see, Ramirez and Taylor, it's just a fight you got to see how it plays out, because both of them have attributes, and I think you don't know how these guys are going to come and show up on the day. You know, Taylor, he looks like he could, but Ramirez is a guy. Taylor ain't running from Ramirez. He's not eluding that at all. So we'll know. Like, Ramirez is a guy that, like most Mexican fighters, and I don't want to stereotype anybody, but they, you know, just like Cuban fighters, just like European fighters, fight straight up. It's like Cuban fighters play cat and mouse, you know, box, 3-rounders, you know, don't really fight on the inside. But a lot of Mexican fighters, they have a certain mentality. Fight me. Run it. If you're a runner or you're a mover, you're a coward. Fight me. Taylor can slug. He can. I've seen that against the Pro Grace fight. A Jogba versus Juggernaut. I think it would be a war. I think it would be an all-out war. But what are the odds of that type of fight happening? I mean, I know, you know, for just for fantasy, sure. I think that particular fight could happen, and it would be a great fight. The best channel for boxing news, Counterpunch to you. Rolando. Appreciate you, brother. I know women's boxing isn't that appealing to most, but what's your thoughts on Katie Taylor? Katie Taylor's a little warrior. She's a little warrior. She's a survivor. She's an achiever. You know, she's sticking out. She's like the British Christy Martin to me, but just I think she uses more skill, you know. That's what I think of her. Here's a good one. Babic versus Gassiev. Who wins? Gassiev wins. A Jogba is way too stiff. Okay, S. Gonzalez. Shit. Joe Joyce may be way too slow. So who knows? I mean, we don't. Dealing with two fighters that have imperfections, that don't really, they're not really that defensively savvy. This is what you have. Merle Dixon. How about Savannah Marshall? Your thoughts on her? I don't know. Babic comes to kill. Yeah, he does He does come to kill. He has an aggressive style, an exciting style, but how long will that style really last in the professionals? Until someone comes in there and sad to say, it might not even get to, he might not get to that level where he could get some money. He'll just be an exciting fighter that gets caught by someone. Look what happened to Adam Kalnaki. People be talking about Adam Kalnaki because he was so busy and consistent and relentless. But as soon as he went down, now all that shit dropped. All of it drops. Babbitt could be in the same situation. He may look good. He may come to kill. He may be relentless, but like he gets hit way too much. And someone with some punches, you know, that's what happens. Hrgovic would beat Babbitt. I'm sure of it. Babbitt would come to knock him out, and if he can't, that's where the problem will lie with Babbitt, because Hrgovic is going to pick him apart at that point. And it's going to be probably from a body shot. He's going to start working the body, especially when Babbitt gets tired. And when a fighter gets tired, he's going to try to throw harder punches while he's tired. But that's going to exert more energy, right? Kaunaki was always a hype job. He was, but he was exciting. He was an exciting hype job, though, wasn't he? Look what he did to fucking Charles Martin. He out-hustled. He beat Charles Martin up. Out-hustled Charles Martin. And Charles Martin, I don't honestly think he was ready for that. He wasn't with Manny Robles yet. And he was just kind of out there. He had no direction. He was a fighter with no direction. And I've seen fighters, you know, personally, if they don't have a coach, they don't have a trainer, they don't have any type of sense of game plan or structure to a game plan. They're just out there fighting. That's why a lot of journeymen just take fights and they don't even know a strategy. You know, they might know what they want to do, but they are just really winging it from fight to fight. And a lot of them, because they don't know what to do, they don't know how to execute anything. You know. Ronald. Canelo or Billy Joe, who wins? Canelo on points. Canelo on points. That's it. Just Canelo on points. I mean, he's a good fighter. Very good fighter, but Billy Joe's 0%. I'll give Kaunaki credit. He does throw everything at his opponents, including the kitchen sink. Yeah, he does. He tries to get you out of there with the accumulation of the punches that he has. He might look like a Pillsbury Doughboy, but he does throw punches. Now, the question you ask yourself about that particular fighter, Kaunaki, is he going to be timid? Is he going to be a little bit hesitant to go in there and do what he did? Because what he did was, you know what? I don't think he's. I don't think that's the case. So I personally don't think he'll do that. I think what'll happen with Kaunaki, he'll get knocked out or try knocking someone out and get knocked out. That's what happened the last time. Thoughts on Fury's mindset about being inactive? Lion's opinion. I'll send it. I'll drop it tomorrow. I've already done the video. Seen the video, Miller versus Fury drug wars. Where the hell did you see that at? Peaceful place. Send me the link to that. And I don't mean here. You can't. I don't think you sent it here, but send it like to my Instagram. And that's kind of clever that, see, once again, Fury gets tied in by association to Miller, because Miller's a, drug cheat. Both of them are drug cheats. Easy Bands. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. I watched your interview yesterday. Saunders' coach sounding real confident on beating Canelo. That's good. That's how he's supposed to feel. He can do it. I mean, Billy Joe can do it, but will they give it to him if he does do it? Will they grant him access? I mean, it can clear up look, if Billy Joe beats Canelo, that means Canelo has to extend his contract or deal with Eddie Hearn again. So then he'll fight 3 fights. David Grace, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. His interview with Garrett Day saying he's been inactive. He's ready to make an excuse and learning the fans. Yep, Lions opinions. Don't worry. I've already covered all that shit. I'll probably drop it right before I crash tonight, which will be here in a little bit, I guess. But I normally wake up and I post it, you know. Marcus Johnson, I'm here now, so we can begin. Nice. Let's go, Marcus Johnson. David Grace, I'm good. Joe Saunders, I'll give my life to beat Canelo. He's never faced a gypsy man. That is true, he ain't. What do you think about Caleb Plant the other night after the performance? I think Canelo kills him. Caleb Plant, he rises to the occasion. I would rather see him stop Truax. That would have been more impressive, but I mean, it ain't about knocking everybody out, but he's not a knockout guy. Understand, people, Caleb Plant only had 21 fights. You know, versus a guy that damn near had, what, 50, 60? You heard Wilder fans are saying USA will boycott AJ versus Fury. I have not heard that shit. Who said that, David Grace? Who the fuck said that? So I can go over there and slap the shit out of him real quick with a counter punch. Slap the shit out of that, whoever. Who said that? Jay Spades, Caleb, soft hands, Plant. Hey, you know what? That is a good, that is a good derogatory saying for Caleb Plant. Soft hands, not sweet hands, motherfucker. You got soft hands. You can't knock out nobody. Kurt, any news on Wilder's next fight? No, just the Charles Martin bullshit. But see, I get it. Those other channels that support Wilder from the LDBC and all that shit, they don't want to promote Charles Martin and Wilder so much because they still want to keep that narrative alive that Tyson Fury ain't fighting AJ. So as long as they know they can keep that as top news, they know they have some dumbass people's attention. Ignorant. Dumb and ignorant. That's all I see. Because you can't, and it's sad because you motherfuckers supposed to support Wilder. So if Wilder's fighting Charles Martin, like over here, I'm going to support the Wilder-Charles Martin fight. I'm not talking about shit that I want to happen because I'm butthurt because a guy got beat. That's just like me saying in 2019, oh, well, you know, let's just say Ruiz went and it's a done deal to fight Ruiz versus Wilder for undisputed. That's just like me saying, you know what? That fight ain't going to happen. I'm going to tell you right now, that fight ain't going to happen. Well, they're already promoting it. No, that fight ain't going to happen. They're going to have to pay Joshua some money. Weak Hands Planet is trying hard to be Floyd. I see a little Floyd, you know, movements in there. I see a little Floyd movements. You know, if anything, he's trying to be money. Call Caleb Sweet Cheeks. Honest opinion, I think Fury gets KO'd in round 10. He can't fight AJ like he did Wilder. He will come with a herky-jerky style, but Wilder's footwork will close the gap, the range. And see, the thing is, footwork is one of the major things that it's going to be implemented in this situation. Here's the problem with Fury. Fury talks a lot of shit too. Now, just recently, has he said everything that's been 100% true? No. You know what I mean? He changes his mind. He changes his mind due to whatever. He does that. That's the kind of shit he does. Best Life. What's up, Counterpunch to you? Long time no here. Karma Serene. Counterpunch to you. I don't know the name. I don't watch these guys. A clip popped up on my YouTube. Oh. Well. Whatever. But I can see that though. I can see that trying. You know what? I can see them actually doing that shit. You think about it. They are to the point where they're like, well, we're going to boycott AJ versus Tyson. And see, by them doing that, they're just showing how butthurt they really are because they don't like the idea of seeing this fight happen because they preach so hard that this other fight will happen or this fight won't happen because of this other man, and then they're running over that man like he ain't shit. Wilder has decided, look, I'm not. It's not gonna work for me. Is this shit's not going to be what I think it is? I thought I was going to get some money, or I thought I was going to get my fight. I don't get really either. And you know what? And it looks like these guys are going to fight, and because they're going to fight, and I think they are more than likely, let me just shut the fuck up. Next video, the title, Fury busted, Eddie Hearn admits Fury cheated. Look, easy bans. Whoever the motherfuckers that think, you see, if you already want to believe a person cheated, if you think they cheated because you really wanted to, you know, a lot of things you just want to do, then you start thinking about how you can satisfy that particular thought or desire. So, you know, white guy cheated a black guy. It happens all the time. It's been happening for 500 years. You know what I mean? This is no different. The struggle moves on. The struggle goes on. We still have to fight. We still have to do this. You know, those are the type of things that are preached over there on them channels. And a lot of people a lot of angry motherfuckers, a lot of angry, a lot of ignorant, a lot of hostile motherfuckers are over there. And they want to hear that because that's something that's already been downloaded to their subconscious. Well, see, the things that you say, the things that you talk about versus the things that's on your subconscious. Your subconscious is like sub means under, you know, under that, like the under layer of your conscious, the things you think about. If you always talk about certain shit and it's coming and going, and that's the range of communication that you're deciding to talk about, like people hate you, or hate, and people can't stand you, and a lot of times that shit turns into uh conflict. So you got a lot of fighters, they know race sales, they know conflict sales, they know race conflict sales. This is what we're dealing with. So they're selling the idea of conflict with races. And it really, a lot of those people are not really there for boxing. Some of them might be casuals. They might have looked at boxing back in the day. But all bullshit aside, a lot of those guys go to those channels to get fed. They're feeding their conscious through their subconscious, because a lot of that shit, if you keep speaking it, believing it, receiving it, is going to download into your subconscious, seep into your subconscious. Okay, because that's all you think about. And when it's in your subconscious, that's basically in your heart. If you look at a person that chants a bunch of shit all the time and they pray, you know what I mean? And it like, not good things, well, good things too, but like a Cowboy fan, perfect example. You're a Cowboy fan, you probably have a love for the Cowboys in your heart because it's in your subconscious. Not just saying it to say something because you heard somebody else say it. No, you say it enough to believe it enough to have that downloaded. So, saying all that to say this, people go to certain channels like those guys because there's a market for people that are mad, for people that are angry, for people that feel like they've been cheated, for people that feel that they have been fucked over in any kind of way. Now, don't get me wrong. What's personally happened to them in their life that might be legitimate and have every reason to think the way they think. But understand, like, those type of channels attract people that are already troubled, that are already going through something that happened to them. You know what I'm saying? That it's enough people that get tired of certain shit. So if you are a group of people and you get tired of shit, like the Floyd Johns incident, Understand, those channels went through the roof because that's all they chanted and they talked about. They revved every fucking body up. Yes, it sucked. Yes, did I report it? Yes, I did report it. But it's the same thing. It wasn't a topic every fucking day. It wasn't. Okay, this was a boxing channel, but what they did was, hey, this is what we go through. This is that and the other. But not saying that's bad. But what I'm saying is the type of stuff and the type of information that they feed those people over there. Those are the people that want to come there. They don't want to come there and talk about just boxing and who you think's better. No, it has to be an angle because it has to be something that they already agree with. They already have to agree with the shit, with being fucked over. So if you half-ass want to believe that a person's gonna cheat anyway, well, you're gonna go to that channel or more news about Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn already admitted he cheated, that type of shit. Oh yeah, yes, another blue. Yeah, he be speaking that truth. Yeah, the motherfucker cheated. I know he cheated. Yeah, that type of shit. Counterpunch versus Sucker Punch pay-per-view. I know, right? That shit was funny. That shit was funny as hell. So Wilder fans trying to boycott but can't buy pay-per-view to go see Wilder fights. They beg for live stream, but they're straight from the couch like Wilder's opponents except Fury. Best Life. If I could give you a super chat for that shit, I would. Straight up. That's the realest shit that I've heard today about that. Very good point. You motherfuckers want to boycott. Thank you, Best Life, because it's so true. I might have thought about it eventually, but you got that. That's yours. It's original. You beat me to it. You're looking at people, and yes, fucking I said people, that are a group of people that want to boycott. Excuse me. They want to boycott Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. But then the irony of that's complete irony. Because the irony of that is the same motherfucker saying boycott is a convenient claim and a convenient thing to do. That's just like, hey, let's boycott the bus. Let's boycott getting on the bus. They treat us wrong, fuck them. But then you don't go on the bus anyway. You don't even ride the bus, motherfucker. Why are you talking shit? You're with the other people. No bus riding. No bus riding, fuck them. No bus riding. No bus riding, fuck them. No bus riding. Motherfucker, when the last time I seen you on the bus? No bus riding. That's just hilarious, man. But you're right. The same people that listen to that shit don't buy them fights no way. And I hate to say that shit, but it is what it is. And it ain't me saying it. It's just me repeating the shit that I already heard and already know. Why? Why do you think Floyd Mayweather wanted to add a Latino versus a black fighter? A black fighter versus a Latino fighter? Because he knows that Latinos are going to buy that shit. Why you think he fought Canelo? Because he knew that shit that's why it broke numbers. He knew that shit would sell. He knew people still hated him, and he knew Mexican fighters or Mexican fans paid for Mexican and supported Mexican fighters. Especially an undefeated one. That looks like fucking Opie Taylor. Just like AJ. AJ's fans take care of him. We are the only motherfuckers that don't fucking pay for the fights. Always looking around and trying to get a free scream. You seen that shit on my thing. Motherfuckers come on live stream. Can you turn it around? Or you gonna get a free link? Or you gonna show us? See fight, show fight, see fight, show fight. It makes me fucking sick. Because these cheap motherfuckers, and then they'll go do whatever they want with their money, but then you're gonna come on a live stream and expect me to do that. Oh, cheapskates. Exactly, Best Life. Comatose Boxing, what's up, brother? Just uploaded your first video. Man, send me a link or some shit. Shelton Moore, is it Joshua Black? Yes, he's black, but he's British. It ain't got shit. Look, listen. First of all, I can't say it ain't got shit to do with black. It has to do everything to do with the nation. The nation supports Joshua. That's it. Do you think if Wilder was if our nation would support Wilder, you think Wilder would be in the position that he was in before he got in negotiations with another champion? No, he would not. No, he would not. Nobody knew him. It's the marketing, I feel. Why? Because Al Heyman put Deontay Wilder on a Premier Boxing Champion card. If anybody know about Premier Boxing like it is to this day, this shit was free TV. Free TV. PBC. Right? That was the thing. It was clever. It was bold. They wanted more exposure, and he got a lot of exposure, but a lot of people really didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. It had a lot of haters and shit, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. John M. AJ is too light. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean he's too light? I would love to pay for a good fight, but in the Netherlands, sometimes you have no other option. Look, Mave, okay? I'm not really faulting that because it's times where you have to do what you gotta fucking do. We ain't gotta do that over here. We can watch that shit 5 different ways, but we won't. We want to watch it the free way. We got PlayStation. We got fucking, I know, right? Best Life. We got PlayStation or whatever. PlayStation, Xbox, Smart, Roku, fucking cable. You have every type of way to watch that fucking fight. Mikey, see, they don't care. Look, they don't care about big fights. They care about keeping the same shit up that makes their fucking revenue the way it is. That's all. They don't give a fuck about that. They hold on to narratives because dumbass people don't mind listening to the same old shit all the time. So if they believe that, hey, let's do this and let's boycott, they want to stop the money. And they want to stop the money because they never helped make the money in the first fucking place. That's what they're doing. That's what they've done. Then if they're doing that shit, they're wrong. I haven't read this with my own eyes, but based off what you guys are telling me, yeah, I'll do a video on it, counterpunching it, blasting their ass because they're wrong for that. They shouldn't be doing that. If you motherfuckers are real boxing fans and you're a boxing fucking channel, you would not be trying to boycott any fucking thing. That's stupid as fuck. You got the undisputed, well, fuck, look, you have the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, and you bitches are butthurt because Wilder lost. Wilder was destined to lose anyway. He was gonna lose because he had one punch. He ain't no fighter. He ain't no fucking boxer. He's a puncher. He can't fight. He can punch. That's it. That's all that is. He can punch. That's why he swings like a damn sissy. That's why the fuck look, and he didn't even do that with Fury. No fucking head movement. Yeah, he fired Mark Breland because Mark Breland wanted to show him some shit that he didn't want to practice. And then that's all that is. And it pisses me off how they gonna sit here and, oh, well, we're gonna boycott. It's stupid. You know, it's stupid. Like, yo, let this dude fight who he is. Your champ's gone. The United States your champ, the United States champion of the United States is no more. That's what, look, windmill. He don't even do that no more, Best Life. When the last time you seen Wilder do a windmill? No, but it pisses me off. You trying to boycott something. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a narrative. Like, if we all get together, we don't have to support Fury because Fury cheated. Well, okay, bitch, why don't you do this? Why don't you support Joshua, motherfucker, the black guy that you guys claim your pro-black channels, LDBC, right? Why don't you support Joshua and hope while Joshua Fury? How about that? How about that? No, we ain't gonna do that. No. You're still stuck on stupid. We're still stuck on stupid though. What the fuck, man? That pisses me off. That woke me up. I was getting tired. That shit fired me up hearing that type of dumb shit. Change with ice. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. J.D. Spades. What gets me is they call Wilder their king. What the heck is that about? Well, that's the thing you may call someone when you're proud. When you're proud of us, like, what's up, king? Because you can be a king of your castle. You know what I'm saying? And like, I get that. Now, I'm not disputing that shit, but it's sort of, as far as a champion, he's a former champion. 10 title defenses, right? Hell of a lot of knockouts, low opposition, low risk, but he's a champion. Brown Brothers Boxing. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Welcome to the silver unit. Thank you for joining. You won't be disappointed. Go over to community and see what you got. You got a lot. Skrilla 50, twerking king, yeah, twerking champion. The champion that twerks. I like to dance, Teddy. Eddie, fuck you. This fight is going to be a whole racist thing. You can feel the fire. I got to do a video about that. And that's totally different from what, this Joshua shit. But if you're trying to boycott it. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not going to spill the beans just yet because I have to say now, I have to plant the seed. I don't want to plant it here now because I'm angry. I have to do it right. Do you like tuna cans or tomato cans? I know, right? Either one. Saunders upset Canelo in May. That would be great for boxing. It would be great for fucking boxing. Wilder and Hunter should fight to establish who's the top American heavyweight. See, this is the thing about Wilder. Wilder has the height, the reach, not the skill. Not saying, see, here's the thing. He'll knock out Hunter. Hunter doesn't have anything to hurt Wilder. He don't. He might be quick and all that and, pretty clever fighter, but he doesn't have what it takes to hurt Wilder and get him out of there. Wilder is just going to eat them punches, and then when he eats those fucking punches, he's going to knock out Hunter. Jack, Mr. Boxing, Showbiz, the adult rewatches Canelo versus Lara live and had Canelo up. Well, I seen that fight. I seen that fight, shit, 24 times. And I just don't see it. I think the crowd was one of the defining factors, regardless of how we had it. If you could look at that fight and like, look, Lotto won. If you had to go back and try to find shit Canelo did right, that's the problem. You have to go find shit. 24 headshots in a fucking fight. Pitiful. Who does that and wins? Get the fuck out of here. If ethnicity is involved, then doesn't it sell better? It does, because different ethnicity brings different groups. Different groups brings different passions, different aspirations. And then when you match them against the two, it does. Yes, it does. Troy Graham, Wilder is retired. Why we keep saying Wilder is retired? You know what? If he is retired, if I see him on the street, I will call him a big chicken shit. Why? Because you couldn't tell people you retired, but he ain't retired. Don't believe that. Yeah, a lot of what 8 rounds are for. That's Canelo had some good body punching, but understand there's a difference between aggressiveness and ineffective aggressiveness. Yes, Canelo was looking for Lara. He was chasing Lara. Lara was picking his shots. Was it the best fight to watch, to see for entertainment value? No, but it doesn't matter. Canelo should have cut the ring off, but he's not that. He's a guy that's accustomed for people coming to him, to aggressive to passive fighters, not pure boxers that come in and out. Just check Showbiz out. It'll make sense. I understand different perspectives, but I've seen that fight, and I know Lotto was not going to win. He was not going to win. AJ versus Fury were both getting 75 mil. No, they're not. Easy bands. They're not getting 75 mil. They're getting 76 million pounds. That's $100 million. Or right at $100 million. That's the difference. Pounds and dollars are two different things. I wish I had 75 million pounds. I wouldn't do shit else but counterpunch box it. I would make a fucking basically, I mean, I wouldn't do anything different. It's just, I'd buy more properties and shit. You know what I mean? Open a couple businesses, but I would actually get me a studio like Joe Rogan to do my like podcasts and shit like that. Yeah, I would do a podcast at that point. We just talk shit, So yeah, I would do that. It's no telling because you don't know the magnitude it's probably got a 500 million potential on it. You know what I mean? Because depends. Let's say the first fight is anything like the Joshua Klitschko fight. Somebody's gonna pay him. If Joshua loses, Joshua loses and he loses like an exciting ass fight and he loses to Fury. And something happened in that fight that changed the total dynamic of it, and then Fury ends up winning. Well, you're going to see a hell of a fight. You're going to see one hell of a fight. But that could range up to that amount because that caused excitement. I always watch you when I have the chance to, and normally eating you on catch up, Fury will win. Okay, James Harrison, counterpunch to you. Andre Rodriguez, double jab followed by an uppercut to you. Keep the good work up, Kurt. Great interview yesterday. Andre, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm going to keep them coming. Absolutely. It's going to be epic. Shout out and much love to AJ and Fury stepping up and fighting. It's going to be it's going to be great. I hope so. I hope Fury fought Wilder 2 turns up. I hope Fury fought Wilder 2. He says he's going to turn up. He says that. Who hit Ruiz? Who hit harder, Ruiz or Fury? I don't know. Donovan Stevens is going to be in Saudi Arabia, man. Okay, what is next for Fury and Joshua's careers after? They both near the end of their physical prime, aren't they? No, they're not. Joshua is not. Fury may be, because, I mean, Fury's been fucking fighting for 13. Well, you got to remember, you got to take off like 3 years. You have to take that off because he was inactive, so you can't count those years, right? Yeah, AJ's only 31, but see, Tyson Fury's only 32, but he's just been fighting longer. But guys, it's been fun. I got a split. Everybody's been counterpunched. I hope you have a good night. We will reconvene in the morning at some time. Stay tuned for the new videos that's coming up. Good stuff. Be safe. Peace.